Welcome to Sacramento, home of the Kings and the Golden One Center. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Look at Orlando.
and they're 1-0 against them this season, and this is the final matchup. So a little bit of extra incentive tonight, knowing they have a chance for the season sweep.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, whether it's 2 games or 20, you'd love to go unblemished against any opponent over the course of the season. Of course, the opposite is just as true. Getting swept is no fun at all.
Now here is Harris after the miss from Klay Thompson. Three-pointer. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. This game will probably be something of a chess match, don't you think, Greg? Both these squads love to run intelligent half-court strategies.
Yeah, you can expect to see some interesting playmaking as these squads try to open each other up and create opportunities to score.
Garland with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Thompson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Greg, we know that Klay Thompson had 941 days between NBA games because of those injuries. But he was using that experience away for good.
And Klay announcing with that his family foundation would have a 941-day initiative. Programs to help workers who have suffered career setbacks. Thompson helping others with their comeback.
Bosh misses. It's Garland with the ball for Sacramento. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Johnson. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Knocked loose. Now Harris. Shoots over Bridges. Outside, Simmons. Right side, Garland. Offensive rebound. Lopez. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Orlando.
Nice looking set shot for Lopez. He can stretch the floor just about to the 3-point line. You know, you can't say enough about how important Brook Lopez was to the Bucks' 2021 title run. He gave that team an element they needed to get over the top, particularly as a rim protector and a guy who could score when needed.
And it's the Kings with the ball, following the bucket by Orlando. Simmons with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. 6 to shoot. Here's Harris, and no good that time. Bridges with some nice defense. When Lopez Clark arrived in Milwaukee in 2018, it was a pretty good union, wasn't it?
I agree, Kevin. I mean, he opened up their offense with his ability to stretch the floor as a big guy who can knock down threes, and then he really improved defensively and became an elite rim protector. The Bucks became a league power when Brook Lopez arrived, and the title came just a few years later. No coincidence.
Now, here's Garland. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And with that great positional size, Thompson confident at getting to this area and converting with consistency.
Here's Bosh after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Shot's good by Bosh. Bosh has got 7.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And that one drops for him. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Jamal Mosley. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that 3-point shot. Here's Lopez. The 3 from Garland. Sacramento gets it back. Out to Thompson. Taken away by Holiday. Pass to Bridges. Back to Bosch. Banked in off the glass. He's got 9.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Out to Harris. Good on the three-point shot.
Nice touch from downtown. Tobias Harris continues to look better and better from this area. Well, I tell you what, you look at the youth of the Magic and the talent they have all throughout the roster. I think it's just a matter of time and seasoning before this team takes a really big jump forward.
Here's Thompson after Magic Johnson's bucket. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Derek Favors.
And so long and aggressive from there. Thompson knows how to get the defense to foul it.
And you know, Clark, the Magic have collected their young talent in a number of ways.
Yeah, I like the diversity of accumulation, if you will. They've traded for some. They've drafted most. They know when their timeline is. The Magic, I think, have done a really good job with their rebuild. He is the epitome of a seasoned veteran. Drew Holiday has performed at a high level no matter what uniform he's had on.
Back to Portis. Stolen by Bosch. On the wing, Bridges. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. 1:19 left to play here in the first. Simmons with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Here's the hook. Simmons' shot is good.
And about Drew Holiday, he's got that championship mentality.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, he established that with the Bucks, winning the title that late in your career, especially after the career he's had. It's got to feel good. I mean, by far, one of the hardest workers in the game, Drew Holiday.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Johnson. And Magic Johnson with the slam.
The energy Magic brings to his offensive game is undeniable. His passion and joy in playing, palpable. No way for the defender to keep up with him there.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
No good that time. Here's Simmons, and he converts the layup. Simmons got his second basket of the game.
Simmons really comfortable in tight, and he's so skilled, he makes it look easy scoring inside.
What a performance for Chris Bosh. He has been the story.
The Magic, 21. Fans, please give him a round.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Here's Holiday. Pass to Bridges. Good. Bridges got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic.
Terrific find that time by Holiday. You get open, Drew will get it to you.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Magic. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip.
An emerging part of his game. Johnson's becoming a better playmaker.
Garland with the bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Down low. Here's Bosh. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back. Count it. The Kings trail by 6. There's Garland. And that one, good. Garland's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Pass to Portis. Thompson for the triple. That one, no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. To the paint. It's intercepted. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. Outside Bosch. Johnson outside. Johnson draws the double. The kick out to Bosch. Clock at 2. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And the Kings look a whole lot different now than they did for most of the 21-22 season. And they were changes that had to be made.
Now here's Hayward. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Johnson. Hayward grabs the board. Now when a team suffers a playoff drought like the Kings have, Greg, you can expect some major moves.
And you just hope they can find some stability, Kevin, moving forward. This is a team that's gone through 12 head coaches since the last time they made the playoffs.
I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Beasley. Lets it go with a 3. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Harris inside. He nails it. And we're tied up. Harris has got 5 now.
Boy, so smooth and fluid with the rock in his hands. It's clear Harris enjoys making these kinds of moves, and I like watching them too.
Now here's Markkanen. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Impressive awareness from Markkanen. I mean, down on the block there, really good job of using his height to get his shots off.
Here's Garland. 6 points for him.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
Second personal foul.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Shooting for Orlando.
Free throw, no good for Markkanen.
And the Magic right now, missing that franchise player, might have one of their young talents develop into that, but currently they lack that star.
Now here's Nance. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. And stolen by Simmons. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's sent back by Bosch.
Oh, using that length on defense, Bosch positioning himself well to come up with the block.
Pass to Johnson. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip. And as we know, Greg, the NBA is a star-driven league.
hard to contend without a top 10 player on the roster. The Magic have been patient in their approach, and one player taking a leap this season would be huge.
Here's Simmons. Misses the layup. Magic leading by 4. Orlando moving the ball around. And he gets the bucket. Richards got his second bucket tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you got to play freely and with confidence.
Now Simmons following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Out to White. There's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You know, Simmons is a platinum-level passer, and he has a really good understanding of when his teammates are open.
Here's Bridges. Good D by Lopez. The Kings trailing. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's White on the wing. And the foul on Magic Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Outside, Simmons. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Greg, Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite-level company.
Garland, no good.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
Here's Bosch. And Thompson sends it back.
In terms of off guards, Thompson is an all-defensive team-level player, can compete with the best of them.
Outside, Simmons. Driving the lane. And then Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.